Lasagna, across eras and empires. In the annals of culinary history, few dishes evoke as much comfort and indulgence as lasagna. With its layers of tender pasta, rich meat sauce, creamy béchamel, and gooey cheese, lasagna is a dish that satisfies the soul as much as the appetite. Yet, beneath its decadent surface lies a history as rich and layered as the dish itself, a history that traces back through centuries of culinary evolution and cultural exchange. Our journey to uncover the origins of lasagna begins in the ancient world, long before tomatoes or modern pasta were part of the European diet. The roots of lasagna can be traced to ancient Greece and Rome, where the concept of layering ingredients was already in practice. The Greeks had a dish called lasanum, which consisted of layers of dough and sauce, baked to create a satisfying meal. This early precursor to lasagna was a simple, rustic dish that laid the groundwork for what would become a beloved staple in Italian cuisine. The Roman Empire, with its vast reach and cultural assimilation, further developed the idea of layered dishes. The Romans adopted lasanum from the Greeks, a similar dish that featured layers of dough, often filled with meat or other ingredients. Lasanum was a versatile dish, adapted to various regional ingredients and tastes, and it quickly spread throughout the empire. However, it would take many more centuries for lasagna to evolve into the form we recognize today. As the Roman Empire fell and Europe entered the Middle Ages, the culinary landscape began to change. The introduction of durum wheat to Italy from the Arab world was a significant turning point, leading to the development of pasta as we know it. Durum wheat's high gluten content made it ideal for creating firm, durable noodles, perfect for layering in a dish like lasagna. By the 13th century, the term lasagna appeared in Italian texts, referring to a dish of layered pasta sheets cooked with a variety of ingredients. During this time, lasagna began to take on a more recognizable form. Medieval recipes for lasagna often called for pasta sheets layered with cheese, spices, and sometimes meat, though the exact ingredients varied by region and availability. In the regions of Emilia-Romagna and Campania, where lasagna would later become most closely associated, cooks began to refine the dish, experimenting with different sauces and fillings to create more complex and flavorful versions. One of the key developments in the evolution of lasagna was the introduction of bechamel sauce, or béchamel as it is known in Italian. Béchamel, a white sauce made from butter, flour, and milk, was brought to Italy from France in the 16th century, during the period of the Renaissance. It quickly became a popular ingredient in Italian cooking, particularly in the northern regions, where it was used to add richness and creaminess to various dishes, including lasagna. The addition of bechamel to lasagna was a game-changer, creating a smooth, velvety layer that complemented the robust flavors of the meat sauce and cheese. As the Renaissance gave way to the Baroque period, lasagna continued to evolve, becoming more elaborate and luxurious. The dish became a favorite of the Italian nobility, who added expensive ingredients such as truffles, game meats, and aged cheeses to their lasagna recipes. These lavish versions of lasagna were often served at banquets and feasts, where they were celebrated as a symbol of culinary refinement and sophistication. The 19th century marked another significant milestone in the history of lasagna with the introduction of tomatoes to Italian cuisine. While tomatoes had been brought to Europe from the Americas in the 16th century, it took several hundred years for them to be fully embraced in Italian cooking. By the 1800s, tomatoes had become a staple ingredient in many Italian dishes, including lasagna. The rich, tangy tomato sauce we associate with lasagna today was a relatively late addition, but one that transformed the dish into the hearty, comforting meal we know and love. In the southern region of Campania, and particularly in the city of Naples, lasagna al forno became a signature dish, characterized by layers of pasta, rich tomato sauce, ground meat, ricotta or mozzarella cheese, and sometimes hard-boiled eggs. This Neapolitan version of lasagna, known as lasagna di Carnevale, was traditionally prepared for the carnival season leading up to Lent, a time of indulgence before the fasting period. The dish became a symbol of celebration and abundance, enjoyed by families and communities as part of their festive traditions. Meanwhile, in the northern region of Emilia-Romagna, a different version of lasagna was gaining popularity. Lasagna alla Bolognese, named after the city of Bologna, featured a meat sauce made from a combination of ground beef and pork, slow-cooked with onions, carrots, celery, and wine. This ragu alla Bolognese was layered with fresh pasta sheets, béchamel sauce, and Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, creating a dish that was rich, savory, and deeply satisfying. Lasagna alla Bolognese became a hallmark of Emilian cuisine, celebrated for its balance of flavors and textures. As Italian immigrants began to settle in the United States during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, they brought their culinary traditions with them, including their beloved lasagna recipes. In America, lasagna took on new forms, adapted to the ingredients and tastes of the New World. The dish became a staple of Italian-American cuisine, often featuring more meat and cheese than its Italian counterparts, and gaining popularity across the country as a hearty, comforting meal. Lasagna's rise to international fame was further cemented in the post-World War II era, as Italian cuisine gained popularity around the world. The dish became a symbol of Italian hospitality and warmth, enjoyed in homes and restaurants alike. Today, lasagna is a global favorite, with countless variations and interpretations. From traditional recipes passed down through generations to modern twists that incorporate everything from vegetables to seafood, lasagna continues to evolve while remaining true to its roots as a dish of layered flavors and comfort. In contemporary Italy, lasagna remains a cherished part of the culinary landscape, with regional variations reflecting the diversity of Italian cuisine. Whether it's the classic lasagna alla Bolognese, the indulgent lasagna di Carnevale, or a simple vegetarian version made with seasonal vegetables, lasagna is a dish that brings people together, evoking memories of family gatherings, celebrations, and the joy of sharing a meal. The story of lasagna is one of resilience and adaptation, a testament to the enduring appeal of simple, well-crafted food. It is a dish that has transcended its humble origins, evolving over centuries to become a beloved icon of Italian cuisine. As we enjoy a plate of lasagna today, we are partaking in a culinary tradition that spans millennia, a tradition that continues to bring comfort, satisfaction, and a sense of connection to those who savor it. In the end, the origins of lasagna are more than just a tale of ingredients and techniques. They are a reflection of the human experience, of how food can bring us together, nourish our bodies, and feed our souls. Lasagna, with its layers of history and flavor, reminds us that the simplest dishes often have the richest stories that are meant to be shared, just like a good meal.